Good afternoon, and welcome to today's post-game field hockey press conference with head coach Courtney Veinotte. Coach, before we open the floor to questions, please give us your thoughts following today's win over Davidson.
Yeah, it was a well-played attacking game for us. Found the back of the net 5 times, which was nice and exciting, I think. But ultimately, it was an extremely back and forth battle the entire game. Statistics were all over the place. So very proud of our team's composure and kind of navigating through the high tempo of the game. Jonathan.
Open the floor to questions.
Sorry. Jonathan.
Hey, Coach. So you just mentioned that the game was back and forth. It was on the scoreboard, in possession, and even penalty corners. How did you manage to develop the mindset to take control despite it being borderline unstable on both sides?
Borderline unstable. I like that. Yeah, I think in between each quarter and the half, we basically had a discussion about there's 2 choices here that we have. We can respond or we can react to every situation. And right off the start of the pass back, we found out that the game was going to be tightly reffed. And, we had to make decisions of how we were going to handle this and react mentally and emotionally. And so I am very proud of our team for staying composed. The tempo was high with skill sets and back and forth with the game, but the composure and remaining able to create and ultimately win the game is important. So extremely proud of that composure that we had today. Josh and Tim.
Hey, Coach. Josh Linsenberg, WRHU Sports. Congrats on the win. Just want to talk about the corners. Davidson had 18 corners today. Where do you see improvement, and what are you going to be doing to address it over the next coming days?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit situational. And when talking about kind of the navigation of reacting and responding to refs right early in the game, we found out that the tempo of the game was going to be, they were going to call corners for anything inside the defensive 25, not just the circle edge. So 10 out of those 18 corners were called outside of the circle, which is not seen often. So we battled through. At the end of the day, our defensive penalty corner unit held very, very strong. I think they had, out of the 18, I think 2 of their goals may have been off penalty corners. So if we're only allowing 2 goals off 18 penalty corners, I'm also sitting well with our defensive penalty corner unit. Not that we want to give up that many penalty corners. Don't get me wrong there, but proud of the unit, and it was a little bit of a stretch. Jonathan.
Hey, Coach. So Laura Borenstein, 3 goals in her first 4 games. She had 2 today, and she spends an awful lot of time in front of the net, and she looks like she's getting very comfortable, and it gets very crowded in front there. Is this something we can expect more as the season progresses, just getting better in front of the net?
I mean, ultimately, Laura had 2, Lika had 1, Sim had 1. We've got first years that have ability to score, which is fantastic. So I think that what you're going to see is it is early. They're still very much adapting at practice. They're getting comfortable and learning each other still and learning the sides of a brand new team. And so I hope that we will see every game that these guys are getting more comfortable. What you are seeing is that they're comfortable where they are right now. And every day at practice, they are getting better, and they're performing and putting it in the back of the net in game day. I will say Juna Slort set Lara up for 2 today. So it is fun to see the first year score, but the returners are absolutely holding down the fort and putting these guys in dangerous positions. Josh?
Hey, Coach. Just want to talk about Caroline Vandervet. She was a brick wall today. Just talk about her efforts today and then the defense on the corners. And, going into this 2-game road trip, Do you expect to maybe rely on some of the other goalies you have on your squad and give Veinotte some rest?
Yeah, we'll see. Merline is clearly and obviously playing a very crucial role for us right now. The ability to cover as much ground as she does as a standing goalkeeper is incredible with those defensive penalty corner skill sets. So we'll see. They are a little bit beat up. Got a ball right to the elbow yesterday at practice that we're trying to mend and keep her alive. But incredible communicator and a really good goalkeeper with organizing the defensive side of the ball. And that's something we're working on a lot right now is defensive transition. So they play a big role in that. Nick.
Coach, I want to talk about Tara McNally a little bit. After her second game against Wagner with 2 assists, she's been very dangerous coming down that right side. And in defense today, she got herself a defensive save. Talk a little bit about Tara and what she brings to that back line for Hofstra.
Yeah, we do play a right-sided kind of overload on our outlet, which pushes Tara as a right back kind of into that midfield. So we like her to be on the move when she's receiving the ball. She's very smart with when to push the ball forward and when to navigate and just play it safe. But she has the ability to create numbers up opportunities by being in almost that midfield kind of a position, carrying the ball up the right sideline. Incredible skill set and an incredible mindset that she has as a first year. It'll be fun to kind of see her navigate through her career, not only this first year, but her career and grow as a major part of the defensive unit. Josh and Tim.
Hey, Coach, when we spoke to you before the season in your preview interview, we talked about how a 3-game homestand like this could give a team with a lot of newcomers coming in that time to mesh and really find an identity. Taking 2 of 3 now from this homestand, how do you feel that this group has evolved together?
Yeah, I do a lot of reflecting after every game, obviously, and even after Friday's match. One thing that I'm very happy with is we are outstatting opponents, and that wasn't the case last year or even 2019. We were hanging with and sometimes squeaking by, but we are getting shots at net, we are getting corners, we are scoring, and that is part of just learning each other. I mean, we've got even our returners are in different positions this year, trying to kind of find the magic piece to operation and ability to create together. Being at home does allow you to get comfortable, and it was part of our post game as we've got until midnight tonight to celebrate and enjoy, the victory. And then tomorrow it's all about recovery and getting after it for the weekend. 2 road games, although we'll be traveling the day before and getting the rest and practice time at those institutions. Road wins are tough. Winning on the road is very, very tough. So it's going to put that kind of comfort that we have here to test, and we'll see what we can do.
If there are no more questions at this time, this concludes today's post-game press conference. Coach Courtney Veinotte, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Nick. Appreciate it.